Okay, Shalom Akim, Kahala Limna, Yahaba Hashem Yahshab Hashem Kodash, and double honors to the greatest and apostles, Thadi Shai for the strength in order to make this video as well. And it's the brother Ratazar Racha Halawaya, meaning spirit willing, actually willing spirit praise Yahweh, literally, because Ratazar meaning pertain to Yahweh's will, and Racha meaning spirit, and of course Halawaya meaning praise Yahweh. So when I say it's the brother, I'm referring to myself here, as in that's my name, my Hebrew name, Ratazar Racha Halawaya. But the point of this one is really the fact that the misery that we're facing on this side will be flipped. It will be turned over. It will be turned over very soon. Where Esau, Edom, is going to be the one in misery, and we'll be the ones in joy. And when we're in that joy as well, we're really going to enjoy it. That's in Yahushua's kingdom. That's the point right there. But really, whatever misery that we're facing now, whatever affliction, despite being painful, we all go through, moments where we start meditating, and then, the pain is there. You just, it weighs heavy in your heart, literally, in your mind it weighs heavy, but we always got to remember that it's temporary, man. It's temporary. I'm going to begin with this one right here, man. Even though I had something else in mind, but let me begin with this because brothers brought out the precepts in the group chat as well, so I was thinking I might as well get it out, man, in this video as well. Misery is only temporary, man. It's only temporary. So this is Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. That's the thing. It says, for I reckon the sufferings of this present time, this current time that we're in right now, in Esau's kingdom, where Esau's the one who is in rulership right now, of whom, of course, everything is to his favor. He's in the power seat of this current time. Now it says, for I reckon the sufferings of this present time, as I said, Esau's kingdom, are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So of course, in the time to come, when we're in Yahushua's kingdom, and of course, even just before Yahushua's kingdom as well, where Yahushua is going to be increasing the potency of the Holy Spirit, man, where that spiritual power comes in, as the enemy comes in as a flood, then shall Yahweh shall raise up a standard within him, against them, against the enemy, that as well. But of course, focusing on the kingdom of Yahushua, when the glory comes, we're going to look back and we're going to be in that state of mind which will perceive this suffering as really a very, very small thing compared to the glory of which we've received. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua that we all endure to the end. That's the point. Because we all know, so that was Romans 8 and 18 once more. Romans chapter 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. And obviously, we can also refer to the new bodies too, because there's only so much that we can imagine. But when we actually have those new bodies in 1 Corinthians 15, I think verse around 40 onwards, that's when we'll actually be able to feel the potency, the power of these new bodies, man, the glory of these new bodies, to really comprehend what Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has prepared for us, those new bodies, and given to us as well. So it's not worthy to be compared. Let me get Revelation 1. Actually, Revelation 21 and 4. So this is Revelation 21:4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. The former things, which means the things that were before. And really, as we know, what's it called? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. The thing there is that as soon as Esau's world, Esau's kingdom ends, Jacob's one is what begins. And that's when we know all the tears, all the pain, all the sorrow, all the death of which we've experienced. Of course, death metaphorically. And even just experiencing read the death of other Israelites, man. You know, it could have been a family member of whom you loved. You know, obviously, despite them being in the world, you know, brothers still deal with their family anyways. You know, that could have been something that may have brought pain. But the thing is, these things will be no more. You know, in fact, let me get 1 Corinthians 15 as well. Actually, I was going too far. Right, 1 Corinthians 15. Let me get that. Oh yeah, 1 Corinthians. I'm gonna just read certain verses, you know, because obviously if you read from verse 40 to about obviously verse 54, we then get into it. But I'm gonna get to the key verses. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 39. All flesh is not the same, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies, the angels, and bodies terrestrials, these bodies that we have right now. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So, let me even see if I can get the root word for glory. Because I'm thinking of aura or spirit. You know, because obviously the aura of an angel is really different to the aura of a terrestrial man. You know, us in these bodies, we're in chains of darkness, so of course we're going to be on a lower level compared to an angel's body, which is celestial, made to be perfect. So like I had some music, no, not music, but one of them calm soundtracks in the background. And obviously there's an advert playing. Anyways, let me try to get the root word for this glory. You might say the same thing as in like I'm gonna just search up. I'm gonna search up in the Blue Letter Bible. Alright. Alright, so glory. This is the real word here. Hold on. It says doxa.
Strong's G 1391. Doxa. Doxa.
Okay, so doxa, in terms of the meaning, it says here. Hold on. It says opinion, judgment, view. Let's see where it says splendor, brightness of the moon, sun, stars, magnificence, excellence, preeminence, dignity, grace. So of course when it says the glory of one body is different to the glory of another. In fact, it even says here of the angels as apparent in their exterior brightness. So yeah, it's kind of like an aura. It says a most glorious condition, most exalted state. So that's what it says there. But really, the key part says brightness, splendor, magnificence, excellence, preeminence, dignity, grace, and obviously in terms of really the aura and the spirit of which the angels carry compared to the spirit and the aura of which the terrestrial body carries, man. One is lower than the other. So that's why it says about the glory. 1 Corinthians 15 and 14. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. There is one glory of the sun, another of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. Same way the angels are also different from us in terms of glory, in terms of aura, in terms of appearance as well. Oh yeah. Let me get hold on. I'll read from verse 50 now. So this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. That's why in order to really get into those chariots, we have to be translated by Yahweh Shem Yahshua into those new bodies as we enter those chariots, man. I remember when, I don't know, probably like 1 or 2 years back, when Elder Amar had a dream of him being translated, man. His body pretty much getting ripped off. Obviously, it was painless, but ripped off, and then, it was up there, man. That was really the key part that I did remember. That translation, man. It was quick, painless. And that's the way it's going to be. Yahweh Shem Yahshua that we endure to the end, man. Twinkling of an eye. But yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet. For the last trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. No more death, man, as it says in Revelation 21 verse 4. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? So of course, the point is that in that time, as soon as we translate into those bodies, man, there ain't going to be no such thing as death for us anymore, man. No such thing as the experience of death no more. We're going to be laughing at death. I remember there was this old show called The Avatar. It was one of those cartoons. And then he was pretty much an airbender, where they had, you got the airbenders, you got the firebenders, waterbenders, and what was the last one? The earthbenders as well. In the newer one, they got more like lava and combustion or whatnot. But the point is that with the Avatar, the thing is he was laughing at gravity, man. Because him being formerly and originally an airbender, obviously before he realized he was the Avatar, he can control the elements. Him being the airbender, the thing is he can laugh at gravity because of course when you can manipulate air, gravity has no effect on you. You can float, you can fly. There was another one, another character of him actually mastered flight as well, which is quite a rare ability. But the same way he was laughing at gravity, there's the same way we're going to be laughing at death as well, man. We don't get we don't get affected by death, man. Obviously, we're in these chains of darkness. We've got sicknesses and all these other stuff as well. But in those new bodies, there'll be no such thing as sicknesses, coughs, or little things of which are irritating us and all this stuff, and no more death. That's the thing, as it says here. So when 1 Corinthians 15 and 54. So when this corruptible, talk about this body here, shall have put on incorruption, this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. In victory, man. So of course, we're gonna conquer death. And death ain't gonna be no problem for us. Anyways. Because of course we'll also be sinless when we transfer into those bodies, man. Perfection. Imagine that. So, alright, let me get something on Esau as well. And let's see. Alright, so Amos 9:1. Esau's rulership is going down. That's when Jacob's going to come on top. That's when Yahushua's kingdom is going to be established. So this is Amos 9:1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. So of course, Esau, Edom, them being in rulership as well, being the head of the society, of course, they're going to be cut off, man. They're going to be cut off. And it says here, it says Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, hence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, hence will I bring them down. So of course, them space stations, as well as the underground cities, the underground bunkers as well. Either way, they're going to be caught up, man. They will be caught up. Yahushua will bring them out of their flipping hiding. Alright, so let's get Obadiah as well. Literally the next chapter. So Obadiah 1, verse 7-8. And all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? So of course, the point being is that Esau, Edom will be destroyed. It's inevitable. It will happen. Despite him, trying to make the signs and wonders, release all these different technologies, and he's going to reveal a whole load of new ones as well, to tempt people too, where they're going to be like, ooh, as I said in the previous video, based on UFOs and angels, man. So-called, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs or UAPs, so unidentified flying objects or unidentified anomalous phenomena, and ignorantly called the angels aliens as well, which I'll go into it in the previous video. But the point being is that Esau, Edom will then use the power that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has blessed him with, the sword especially, and of course with his deception, psychological deception especially, to deceive people, to deceive Jake especially, to take the MOTB, and of course in America they're going to be a done deal, man. And of course but obviously the focus is in America, man. 2/3 are gonna die. That's the thing, So anyways, that's the point right there of Esau. Let me get another one too, because as I said, despite being in this state of misery, it's only temporary. Remember Romans 8:18, man. It's only temporary. And obviously Yahweh Shemashai does give a balance as well. Despite us having our season of affliction as well, there are also times in which, you ease up a little bit, allow us to recover and, just to ease up. But then, there will also be another season of affliction as well, which really, it's all for the adversity, the refinement. In fact, speaking of refinement, might as well get this as well. Alright, Ecclesiastes. Just saw one of the scriptures that I highlighted. It's really based on food, you know. In order to get sound sleep, you got to obviously not eat too much, ideally. If you eat too much, then I mean it depends on the brother, man. Some people can just sleep based on the food. Other people can just are disturbed if they eat too much before bed. But anyways, that's not the point. This is the point here. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. I'll read a few verses as well. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. There's different types of temptations. Well, there's different types such as you got family members, those of the world. You got women as well. There's money that can be a temptation. There's even just where you live can be a temptation as well, man. People could be provoking you to anger, and then before you know, you start meditating terror, and then you want to do this and that. But of course, through Yahweh, our minds are kept stable. So there's different forms of temptation. But of course, the point is Yahweh Shemeshah is telling us to prepare our soul, prepare our minds for the temptation to come, which is really daily. It can come anytime, man. That's when demons try and oppress you, try and attack you. As I said, they try. But of course, the spirits are subject unto you, man. The scriptures talk about that. So set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So of course, don't make quick, drastic decisions of which will be to your destruction just because of trouble, man. Because of course, one thing, as I said in some other videos, fear and faith are the major incentives for people. That's what Esau's going to leverage on making people scared, and obviously with his deception, giving them faith. Faith in carnal things. That's what he's going to do with his signs and wonders. It says, set thy heart aright, heart representing mind, and constantly endure. It's ongoing. Day by day of which we're in this kingdom, there is a level of endurance that we have to have. Even with just minor things like sicknesses, or you may have a chest pain or difficulty breathing, and all these minor things. That as well is also part of the endurance that we have to go through. Because yes, there are major things as well. Maybe brother may lose a job, or family member dies, or some kind of a thing, some kind of a thorn that Yahweh Shemeshah has given you, or some kind of a test that Yahweh Shemeshah has given you. Is part of the endurance that we have to go through. And make not haste in the time of trouble. Don't be quick to change from the way of Yahweh Shemeshah in the time of trouble. Because of course, the time of trouble is also a testing phase where it's like, okay, for those who are weak, they're going to be shifting to another direction. Instead of you going forward, the straight gate, they're going to be shifting to another direction. So it says, make not haste in the time of trouble, which really, that's why we have to pray to Yahweh Shemeshah to strengthen our spirits. And of course, when we do pray for strength, there are tests that we have to go through in order to get to that position of strength that we ought to grow to. And this is gradual, man. We can keep going up and up and up and up and up to the point where we're ready to then deal with Jacob's trouble, where it's like, thou shalt laugh during famine and destruction, man. So it's all preparation for that time. And we're very close as well, as I said. Well, I said that as I said. But yeah, in a few videos back, all it takes is one blackout, man. One blackout. I remember there's actually one that happened this year as well in London too. But the thing about it is that it was just for like a few seconds anyways, Everything blacked out, sockets turned off, and then I went to the window to actually check. I think this was can't pinpoint the month, maybe April or June. Actually no, June is too, no, it's not, definitely wasn't June. Either May or April, around then, either May or April. It was just a minor blackout. I went to the window to actually check, okay, is this just this building here, or is it the other building? And I saw the horizon, where I'm living at. Obviously I won't show it, but the point is I saw the horizon, and then all the buildings were pretty much blacked out, man. All the buildings were blacked out. I was thinking, is this it? when the lights came on again, man. But that's the way it's gonna be, man. Esau's gonna do something to then trigger the spirits within people, the demons within people, man, to rile up as well. Then Jacob's trouble is just gonna speed up. How much more for America, man? Because anyways, let's talk about the UK here. But how much more for America, Babylon the Great? Because you've got many scriptures pertaining to that. Anyway, so it says here, Ecclesiasticus 2:7, ye that fear the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, wait on his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. So of course the point is, he also teaches us to be patient as well, man. Waiting on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, leaning not into our own understanding. Because in that time as well, when the MOTB comes, the thing is, leaning onto one's own understanding will be really a state of immersion as well. Either family's gonna try and get you, be like, okay, how are we gonna eat? For those brothers who do have family, or think different pressures, man. Either it may be this could be multiple scenarios, man. What multiple scenarios? Younger brothers getting pressured in school. You got older brothers with their jobs. Older brothers with their families as well, and many things, man. That's why it says, "Ye that fear the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall." And of course, with different tests as well, that prepares us to be in that mindset to be patient and wait for Yahweh Hashem to provide for us. And again, man, we can't forget the miracles, man. Can't forget the miracles. That time when you may be hungry or you may have fasted for unintentionally for 1-2 days, Yahweh Hashem could provide you food even before the second day comes by, or even before the first day. So Job 5 is really an encouraging scripture for us to meditate upon. Psalms 119:4, meditate upon the precepts diligently. This is to encourage us to be in that mind state, to trust and put our confidence in Yahweh Yahushua. So it says in verse 8, Ecclesiasticus 2:8, ye that fear the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall believe him, and your reward shall not fail. That reward, part of it is also being kept safe and being under the tower, the shield of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says here, but yeah, that's actually I'll read verse 12 and verse 13. So this is Ecclesiasticus 2, verse 12 to 13. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. So of course, one thing it says woe, meaning destruction, and it says one to the fearful hearts and the faint hands, fearful minds and the faint hands, which means they ain't got strength in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because really, for a person who puts their faith in carnal things, they have faint hands, because obviously they're trusting their power in carnal things. The point now, of course, the thing is, if being in a position right now, of course, we use the word as well. It's not that of, okay, it's like, all right, throw everything away and just be homeless and flipping, wait on Yahweh Hashem. Of course, we're not simple, we're not foolish, but the point is that we don't trust in the things of which we're given. And really, that's why Yahweh Hashem is what at the end of the day. These tools of which we're given, in terms of money for the resources, or you may have a certain stock at home as well, but the point being is that that will run out eventually too. But the point being is that our trust falls on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. That's the thing. We ain't got nothing else than Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because in that day, there's going to be a whole load of trouble, man. Things of which you can't even anticipate. That's why we've got to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But it says, woe to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, weak in the mind, for he believeth not. See, that's what I said. The point is that we should have our trust and faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's what gives us strong hands, not faint hands. Belief and trust in carnality is faint hands. I mean, it makes sense anyways because of the fact that we know that Esau's kingdom is going to be destroyed. So of course, believing in his agenda, his carnal things, is really foolishness. Which in other words, faint hands, no power. So woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. So in the time to come, what we're going to need to be defended in terms of against the enemies, of course with spiritual power, and also be defended against the famine, man. That's another thing to be defended from. From obviously buggouts as well on the streets too. That's something else to be defended from too. And also to be defended from the flipping demons that are going to be trying to go hard on us in that time, man. Remember, this is a critical season, man. In the MOTB, this is a critical season. So demons, they're going to go all out, man. They're going all guns blazing. You know that saying when they say in the movies that all guns blazing. Which is basically they're going to go all in, man. Hence why we've got to strengthen ourselves, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and then pray, fast, and then we'll keep going, man. Endure the test because we know they strengthen us. So all Drak Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, will strengthen. So anyways, the point of the video is really misery will be flipped. So let me just get a closing preset. Let us see. So that's the thing as well, man. We always gotta know that Esau will fall and we're coming after next. Obviously, the only part of it is just the patience of it. That's part of the pain, waiting for that moment to come. That's why they call it long suffering, because it's for a very long time as well. It feels like a very long time, but compared to an eternity, it won't be a long time. It will be very short, in fact. And the fact alone that we're actually seeing signs of the MOTB shows that we're actually very close. Neuralink, the tests keep going in terms of the human trials. You got DARPA. I need to do more research into that as well, man. They might have some updates on that too. But yeah, DARPA and some other companies based on the microchip implant as well. Yaratazar will do more videos eventually too. And what else? Obviously economy, that's a no-brainer. Inflation going up, housing prices, cost of living, that thing's going on. American welfare, that's already a joke anyways. But that's the economy's going down there. That's why we always say Abad Babal, which means death to Babylon. Abad Babal, man. Because of course the faster that goes down, and that's through the spirit as well, because Apostle Gabal made a video based on sending up prayer and curses against Babylon, man. Abad Babal, man. If anything, you end the prayers with saying Abad Babal, Bawaksha, Yahweh, Bawaksha, Yahushai, Abad Babal. Even something as simple as that, man. And even brothers as well, they've uploaded videos on sending out curses on America. So, point being is we're very close, closer than we think. But of course, we gotta endure just that little season. And of course, Yahweh Shem Sharatazar, we're gonna start seeing things happen, man. Miracles. We're gonna start seeing all sorts of things that are gonna bug out people. And obviously things of which will make us smile. That's our love during famine and destruction. That's in Job 5. I think between verse 19 and verse 22. Imagine being in a state where you can laugh, man. When people are suffering. Everything's going to be flipped. The misery we got right now. No. People in happiness right now. In fact, let me do it like this. People in happiness right now is going to be flipped where the man of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, of course, are going to be in that happy state, man, in that joyful state. You know why? Because we're going to be seeing the prophecies come to pass live in our eyes, man. You might have seen on BBC News is that, okay, yep, the MOTV is out now. It's this time where we've got to lock in even more now, man. Because that's where demons and people are going to be swaying left, right, center. People are going to be shaking. That's why we have to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai to keep a humble spirit upon us and to keep us strengthened prior to the time to come and within that time to come, within that time. So of course during that time and of course post that time, so that we finish it through Yahweh Shai strengthens us, man. But anyways, that's the point right there, man. That's the point right there. Let me get this final precept. Jeremiah 49:17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. So Edom's going to be punished, man. That's the point. Edom will be punished and will be joyful about it as well. Anyways, Kal Halarim La Yahaba Hashem Yahshua Bashem Chakodash. Double honest to greats and apostles. Thought Yahshua for the strength in order to make this video. It's been the brother Ratazar Racha Halawaya. And Yah Ratazar, which means Yahweh willing that you've been edified, man. So yeah, Shalom, Shalom.